First of all, we are very proud. I think it's a great opportunity to host here the World Conference in Rome, and especially now we are working with the government in order to improve actually the private services, how to include much better the private services.
There is a significant and possibly an increasing scope for private providers to actually play an important role in the labor market. Our economies, our labor markets are also evolving very rapidly. The jobs of today are not the jobs of tomorrow. Many people, even those who are in employment, would have to adapt their competence, their skills, in order to actually maintain their job or to move into better jobs going forward. So again, there is a lot of role for providing better information about the situation in the labor market today, how the labor market will evolve. And I think, again, private providers know the market pretty well. I think sharing this information with the job seeker, but also with workers who might want to move into another sector, I think would be very important.
The changes in the world of work are getting faster and faster. We don't know what the skill sets will be 5 years from now. And we are positioned very well to be a little bit ahead of the game, to be able to advise companies, and maybe even more important, to get people trained with the right skill sets and make sure that the gap between skills and what is needed is not becoming too big, but is narrowing.
You're important in thought leadership, because I think this industry, because of its role as labor market mediators, because of the diversity and extent of your client base, because of your focus on talent and skills in the workforce, you're out ahead in terms of thinking about the implications of the changing world of work, collecting data, identifying gaps in data, and really helping us to understand the issues on a very practical level and to advocate for them.
So I think the staffing and recruitment market in the next decade will grow. I think it will expand, and the reason for that is twofold. Firstly, employers are going to be looking for more services, more expertise to help them find the talent, skills and resources they need to compete and be successful. And secondly, I think individuals are looking to work in a different way. More people are looking for ways in which they can work flexibly so that they can support their family or study.
The interaction between public and private employment services is, from my point of view, absolutely necessary. Both of us have, so public and private employment services have their own expertise, they have their own knowledge, they have their own way of dealing with the issues that we encounter in our daily life. And I think to help, to have the best results in helping the unemployed persons and the job seekers, it's very important to cooperate.
To put it very simply, our role is to get every kid out there a job. I think if we can facilitate that, if we can assure that in every country, we are playing a huge role. So I think our role is to strengthen that belief, our role is to strengthen that trust that they have in us, the fact that there is hope at the end of what they're doing and this engagement. I think that's what at the end of the day we are all trying to achieve.
In the future, it's going to be people looking for different work opportunities as they arise. What we need to do is to build a system where the average person, the average worker, knows that next week there will be bread on the table, that they can lead a normal life comparable to the people they identify themselves with, and if they have the desire to work beyond that. And all those opportunities will have to be given by non-standard, non-permanent work opportunities, and that is possible, but it's your industry that's actually leading the way forward on those opportunities.
I'm happy to be here because we are reinventing our federation. We have been leading the world of work over the past 50 years, but the pace at which our labor market is evolving is increasing every day. And for that, we need to come up with new ideas, new ways to put as many people, especially young people, into the best possible jobs.
I think that the agencies can give, and actually they give, an important contribution to transform the current precarity in flexibility and to bring the young people in particular close to jobs.
You know, the world of work is evolving and it doesn't stop to evolve. We no longer see borders from countries. People are moving all the time. We have a huge number of people moving for search of a better job or a job in general, crossing international borders or moving internally. And this points out to the significant important role that recruitment agencies or companies can play in placing these workers and making sure that they have a safe passage into decent working conditions.
The piece of advice for the policymakers is pretty clear. We should leverage on existing best practice. Let's look in your local market, which is into the labor market, which are the operators that are really performing well, that are contributing to the labor market. And I do think private employees, private agencies are doing so. And if you leverage on that infrastructure, then you will get, with private investment, a very good service for your social and labor market development.